Well,
That's good.
speaking of wrestling,
Yes?
I'm currently in the process of getting swole. I am going to get so friggin' big, so ripped. You guys have no idea. You want to know why?
Abby's hulking out.
Because I have been playing the Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, you got that ring.
I got the ring. So
You got in the
Jeff?
ring.
Oh, gosh, that ring. Okay.
Yeah.
What, Jeff?
Okay, so you got it.
I got it. Do I look bigger?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I could just see your head above the computer
It's
monitor.
pretty muscular, I would think. So the Ring Fit Adventure is basically the Switch's equivalent of all of the workout exercise shit that they've put on every other Nintendo console since like the Wii.
To varying success.
Yes, and I think so far, at least, I haven't played all the ones they've done. I played a bunch of them. We didn't have a Wii Fit board. My cousins did, so I would do that with them. And, I've done the general kind of Wii Sports type stuff. This feels like the closest to a real exercise I have done with a Nintendo exercise machine.
Now, have you gone outside Nintendo? Have you tried like the EA active stuff or Connect or anything like that?
No.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because Nintendo's always felt a bit gimmicky, and they've done some in the past where like EA has this like wristband or whatever that you wear that's measuring stuff, and it seemed more intensive definitely than Nintendo, and Nintendo's was a little gamey and weak, basically. This
one feels a bit more intensive. I work up a sweat doing this. So basically what this is it is a Pilates ring. So if you've ever seen those, it's basically just like a big hoop that has resistance if you squeeze or pull it. So it's a Pilates ring, but you attach a Joy-Con to the top, and there's a strap, and you put a Joy-Con on your leg. And then they have this sort of loose narrative adventure mode where you go through and you play, and you kind of have to jog in place, and you're running through, and you pick up coins by like squeezing the wheel or pulling the wheel to either suck or blow. And then you're running through, and sometimes you gotta do high knee because you're in the water, you gotta go upstairs, and then you run into these enemies, and you have to basically do sets to kill the enemies. So each rep
lunges and stuff.
Yeah, so like each rep, it's like I'm gonna do a squat and squeeze the ring, or I'm gonna like there are these really hard ones where I put the ring over my head and I have to squeeze it. I'm really bad at those. But they give you all of these options, and you can choose and go through and like, I want this option. Like, I'm going to just work on my arms today, so I'm going to do this exercise when I'm fighting these monsters, or this one. Generally, because you do unlock the exercises as you go through, and it seems like you can unlock some customization as far as what your avatar wears, the clothes you wear. But I enjoy the adventure mode, but I think it really shines also in they have these mini games you can play, and they also have, you can set up your own exercise routine basically. So you can go in and be like, okay, I want an aerobic workout, and they have like 5 or 6 exercises that you can just do in a row and play with those. I will say I am feeling sore after doing these.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, and I think that once I play it more and like unlock more stuff, I think I will be able to go through and actually plan out like exercises for the week. Like have a thing that's like, I just want to work on my arms, so I'm going to do this sort of run of sets like 3 times, and then hopefully have like a full workout.
You can set up a routine.
Yes.
But does it, let's say if you don't want to set up your own or whatever, or if you want to just give it some guidance, like, oh, I'm looking to, lose weight or gain strength here, will it set up like a calendar for you where it's like every day, it's like, okay, here's today's thing. Getting in and out?
It's a little more manual than that.
Okay.
So it doesn't have like full exercise routines planned for you. You can set the intensity you want, which is like low, medium, high. You can set, I guess the intensity is maybe more of like the challenge. So I've only really been doing it on high. So I assume probably lower is like fewer reps, or maybe you're holding them for less amount of time, but I'm not sure. And you can set alarms on your Switch, which basically just puts a pop-up that's like, do you want to do this now?
Even if you're playing a different game?
I think so. So I set up some timers. I've only had this for a couple days now, and it is an exercise thing, so I can only play so much at a time.
Right.
But the timers I set up, it was like, it's on my Switch. I have a timer for 8 p.m. to run the exercise. But until I turn my Switch on, I don't really see that timer.
Right.
So I assume if I'm in a game, a thing would pop up and be like, do you wanna? And I could be like, yes or no.
Do you feel like the game elements, like, is it boss fights? Do they gamify
I think it's fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, there's a boss fight. There's like a general boss bad guy you're running around trying to fight, and then he has his little like goblin-y type dudes, and like when you fight those, that's how you get more workouts for the adventure mode. You can like pick up treasure, and I think eventually the treasure is going to be what will let me buy, different clothes for my character and whatnot. But I think for me, I really like the stuff outside of it, as far as like the mini games and trying to, have a routine for my body and what I want for my body and what I can handle, because the game really doesn't want you to overexert yourself. It's very clear about like, hey, get out now. You've done 2 exercises. Get out now.
Nintendo's always been pretty good about that stuff.
Yes, but it is a thing that it's like, I've been doing this for 15 minutes. I want a full workout, which to me is like 30 minutes to an hour. So I do have to sort of push through that. And I think that the adventure mode is sort of a thing that feels like, okay, maybe this is my warm up, and then I'll go and do like a catered thing for my legs, or a catered thing for my arms, or a catered thing for my abs, or just an aerobic thing, whatever it is. But I am really enjoying it so far. I think that it has just enough distraction on the screen for me to not feel like I'm super working out hard. It definitely does feel like I'm working out, but it's not a boring aerobics video. I also think they have neat features. Like I could do it in, I don't remember what the mode is called, but basically I can like turn my Switch off and like put on a movie and just use my Pilates wheel however I want. It'll count the number of reps I do with it.
Even when like the screen's off, or it's in like a sleep mode type thing?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just like switch the channel. Like I don't think I could play a different game while it's happening. But it is a thing that's like, okay, cool, I'm going to find my own, because again, it is just a Pilates ring. I could go online and find my own Pilates ring routine and like have it still count my stuff, and then it'll give me the points for whatever in the XP. But I'm enjoying it so far. It feels like a legitimate workout alternative. Which I'm jazzed about, especially because I don't have a lot of things in my small New York apartment that can work my upper body, So I'm excited for it. I'm excited to keep getting into it. Like I said, it really makes me sweat, and I think it's fun.
It seems to me like I think I want to get it not as like, oh, this is my new workout routine every day, but like a thing where it's like, oh, I don't have time, or I just am not able to get out and go to the gym or something today. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do something at home. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm curious for sure.
And I think for me, because right now my home routine is like, I'll do yoga occasionally, I'll run occasionally. And I think this is another thing to add to that repertoire of like an exercise movement thing I do occasionally. I think it'll probably be especially good for those folks who aren't doing anything at all. Like I think for maybe folks like you or me who are already exercising a bit, maybe it is a thing you kind of take into your own hands, push past them being like, please stop playing, don't hurt yourself, and be like, I know my limits, I'll be okay, doing more reps or whatever.
If you're sore, that's good.
Yeah, I definitely feel sore from it.
Cool.
My upper body has never been worked like that before, so.
All right,
Yes.
that's a little too much info, but nevertheless.
Look, I got weak arms, Jeff. It's
All right.
just the truth.
You said it, not me.
It's simply the truth.